Well, hello, this is Rochelle, and welcome to my channel. Well, it's been a hot minute, and that's just okay right now. I'm planning in my faith planner and using a floral background by his palette, and I'm going to be doing Tia's Sapierkamer transfer method. And if you haven't been over on the Facebook group for the His Palette community, where have you even been? They have been having a great celebration, and I hope that you can join them. You can catch all the replays and all of those goodies for Kimberly's 50th birthday, as well as the shop's birthday, and also her design business birthday. So there you go. This transfer method requires that you prime your page ahead of time. So I've put primer on the page and let it dry. And I've put primer on the front of my printable. So on the front of this floral background, actually on the background, I've put this primer. It is a primer that I hope to be stocking real soon. And yes, so let that dry, and then you put primer on both sides again and put them on top of each other with the picture side towards your book or journal or page or whatever you're doing. I have tried this in my Bible, works just fine. I'm trying it in my Archer and Olive craft bullet journal or dot grid journal. So this is a brown craft color, and this specific floral background that I'm using is just absolutely stunning. I love the earthy tones to it. I did kind of cut it into 2/3 and a third, maybe, I don't know, something like that, to fit it into this journal, B5, I think. I'm not even sure what size this is. All I know is that it's fitting into my journal, and that's my happy place. I cannot begin to tell you how much fun I had creating this page. I really needed to just create without kind of pressure this week, because yes, it's like I said, been a hot minute and it's been a rough few weeks, and I just have no words other than I needed to create, which is kind of why this voiceover is a weird one, because I have nothing much to say apart from having created, and hopefully you guys will create with me. So grab any floral background, and I'm going to use the Lady Jade by his palette as well. I'm going to put her onto my page. This is completely out of my comfort zone. It's a whole lot of mixed media, and even just using primer already, you can ask Tia, who has inspired me to do this, that really it's just completely out of my comfort zone. And there's a whole lot of rubbing. So once this has then dried, you put water on top of it and gently rub away the white fibrous pieces of the paper. And then it doesn't matter what you print it with. I printed this with inkjet printer, and it works just fine. So then you just rub away the white porous pieces of paper with wet waters. Use wet water. Obviously, water is wet, but use small circular motions. And then once that is all off, and you're only left with this transfer onto your page, you can add another layer of that primer over it. So clear gesso will be a perfect primer as well. I have no idea about gel medium. I'm pretty sure it'll probably also work. Probably has the same kind of qualities. And then I'm priming the rest of the page, which I usually don't do. But like I said, completely out of my comfort zone, and I'm so gonna just go with the flow. I'm gonna add a whole lot of media onto this page and do things that challenge me, because I really needed to. And like I said, it had to be creating without any pressure. So although, look, if you know me at all, you know that I felt pressure with this, because it is completely out of my comfort zone. My husband actually laughed, because with this, getting my fingers all dirty and green with green acrylic paint was, yes, different. Very, very different. And I spent way longer on this than I initially wanted to, but really had an immense amount of fun. So here, some more out of my comfort zone, like back and forth, up and down, left and right, just using different shades or tones of green, olive green, sage, avocado, I believe, and just kind of putting it onto the brown dot grid of this bullet journal that I'm now using for an art journal in between my faith planner weekly spreads, because I needed to. Have I mentioned that I needed to create something with no pressure? This is an Ella Root stencil from a while ago. I love these kind of daisies, I suppose, and I decided to kind of stencil them in with a makeup foundation little spongy and just white acrylic paint. Probably should have used something a little thicker like white gesso, but didn't have any of that, so there was white acrylic paint, and in the end I kind of love what it looks like. I'm so amazed. There was one specific focal point on this floral background with a white daisy that I really wanted to focus on, and in the end I just realized that I'd kind of covered it, which is also okay. I seriously love the way this came out. When in doubt, grab a script stamp. So you'll see I actually halved this stamp with someone because I so much wanted it. So we shared it, and it's just script. I have no idea what it says, and some VersaFine ink, which I realized I needed to let dry, especially on all of this primer, because it will smudge and smear, but that is also okay. Sticking down my girl Jade, she's gorgeous, and I'm using some of these stamps, alpha stamps. I cannot exactly remember who they're by, but I had them in my stash for a very long time, and just using them to stamp out my verse. And this is kind of my focus verse that really has been carrying me in the last few weeks. It hasn't been anything bad, just really a lot of planning. I'm back at the office full time, and it's balancing day job with shop, with creating, with all of everything. And realizing, just taking that moment, stepping back and realizing that the Lord stood at our sides, and we do not need to stress or worry or fear, because He gives us the victory. He gives us the strength to do whatever it is that we need to do. And so this is 2 Timothy 4 verse 17, I believe, and it says, "The Lord stood at my side and is my strength," or gave me strength. Yes, gave me strength. There you go. I'm stamping it as I'm doing the voiceover. So yes, I really want to just challenge you, I think, this week as you go about your goodies into Easter weekend, and probably watching this video as a part of visiting the His Palette community page on Facebook if you haven't yet. Then I want to encourage you. There's so much material out there that you can use to just break away and have a bit of time to actually create and be in this kind of reflection place with the Lord. That's really where I am at the moment, at this reflection place with the Lord, where I'm going through the things that He's shown me. Like this, He has shown me that He has stood by my side. He's not left, okay? Things may look like chaos, but He has not moved. He's not gone anywhere. So I'm thankful to the Lord for that. I'm thankful that He has kept at my side, stood at my side, and that He has given me strength. I really want to say thank you to Tia for challenging me. Look at me now. I'm even going to use my Inktense pencil and create shadows. I think she'll be so proud. I think I just need to be a little bit more loose with it. But look, there's rubbing and stuff. But yes. So needless to say, my hands have been all kinds of colors in the last few days after creating this page and before doing the voiceover for it. And uh, I think, and I know I say this often, but this has probably been one of my very, 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 very favorite pages I've done ever. And I'm thankful that I get to do things like this because of great people who have come alongside in my life and just challenged and inspired and motivated and grown me to be courageous and brave. And the Lord uses each and every one of you mightily. Don't ever doubt that. And I thank you for that. And I thank the Lord for this platform and this method of learning and being close to Him. Thanks so much for joining me. I do hope that you go check out his palette, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.